What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Phones and Drones. So we actually didn't do an unboxing of that Sonos Move speaker that we got in a little while ago, just because it's obviously a couple years old. They haven't really gave us a new update yet for this, but after using it now, I really just wanted to kind of talk to you about it, show you what does come in the box, how it charges, and how seamless it is in the Sonos ecosystem, because it kind of blew me away and surprised me just why this baby is around $399 right now, as opposed to any other Bluetooth or Wi-Fi speaker that actually is probably a lot less expensive. First things first, you can see it's kind of a large box when you actually get it. You can see the Sonos Move is displayed right on the front with its wireless charging base that we're going to get to as well. Beyond that, you can see it does have AirPlay, Google, and Alexa built in. You can see it just talks about, very minimalistically, the premium battery-powered smart speaker, which is what it is. You do have your touch controls and all that, but nothing else really on here. One call out though that's awesome is it is IP56 water and dust resistant. So that could actually come in handy for those of you wanting to travel with this and truly use it as a Bluetooth speaker. Now, one of the best features that I wasn't even expecting on this is this actual charging dock. So as you can see, it has those two pogo pins that are magnetic almost, and what you do, you actually will sit the speaker directly on this, and since it is just plug and play, or should I say lift and go, no wires are involved, and being able to use this as it's meant to be with that handle built into the hard plastic, it is very easy to set this down, touch those two pins right on the back, and set it down, and it will charge for you instantaneously. And it is so easy to just pick up and go or place back down to charge. So very nice convenient aspect since this is meant to be a movable speaker, hence the name. Beyond that, you do have your touch controls on the top over here. You have your volume button to lower and raise it, as well as skip the music you're listening to, pause and play, a light letting you know it's always listening for Google Assistant and all that, depending on which assistant you want to use it for. And it has all these omnidirectional speakers or microphones on the top as well. This is not a 360 speaker, obviously, as you can tell. It only does, the mesh piece does stop on the side, the backing is not. Obviously, a continued speaker. Now, you do have an option. If you're going to use this on Bluetooth or Wi-Fi, you actually need to press this button to switch which method of input you're going to be using. Obviously, if you're using this with an existing Sonos speaker or you're on your home Wi-Fi network, you will keep it on Wi-Fi, and if you're traveling, you'll use Bluetooth more. And you have your pair button and your power button as well. So, also, this nice grippy base at the bottom that does actually correlate with the base on that charger is really nice. It's not too intrusive, but this is a larger speaker, as you can see here. This thing sounds great. To compare it to like an Apple HomePod, one of the original ones, obviously they discontinued that. It's not a fair comparison anymore. But since they did come out in the same year, this does get louder and definitely has more depth to its sound. I'm not going to do a sound test. We know how well they come through on videos, unfortunately, but take my word on it. Go get yourself one if you want a full immersive sound experience, a little above what that HomePod did originally offer. Aside from that, the only other thing you're getting in the box is this nice carrying bag, if you so choose to use, to keep it somewhat clean. It's neat, has a little Sonos logo on it, but nothing else really to it. One other call out that I want to show you guys is actually just how seamless this actually does integrate with the actual Sonos app that you're used to. So let me go ahead, I'm going to grab my iPhone really quick, go to your Sonos app, and a lot of people were asking, does this system actually work with a Sonos Beam or an existing Sonos system? So it's twofold. Yes, it does work. Yes, you can use it as an additional speaker, but you cannot use the Move excuse me, as a rear speaker in a 5.1 system or anything of that nature. The trick and workaround, and as you can see, I named this as patio because that's actually where I plan to use this. What you need to do is instead of being on your home screen for Sonos, you go to your system with the rooms, we'll call it. So my living room is actually where I have my existing 5.1 that actually uses the beam, the sub, and a left rear speaker and a right rear speaker. So you can't simply add the product to this connection here. What you need to do is actually set it up as a separate device, which is what we did here. Separate rooms in the patio. Go to the rooms itself, and you can actually group them together with this button on the side, and that is actually how you can utilize multi-room listening on an existing Sonos system. So very useful trick. Keep this in mind. This will allow you to carry it around as well. If you guys are in a scenario like I am, you want the TV to actually be playing the same music on this, but you want to carry it around outside to a garage, a patio, wherever the scenario might be. This is actually all you need to do that. Very quick and easy. 2 steps, and that's it. So unfortunately, you can't make this a rear like I said, but you can utilize these as a surround system if you so wished. I don't know how beneficial this would be for that, just because it's meant to really come and go, and it's not meant to be a permanent fixture in your home. So why you'd want to waste, you know, the $400 or so on this baby instead of a true wireless speaker, or actually just an IKEA Symfonsky or a Sonos 1 or 3. That would be better if you look to keep these in a solid location. The reason I didn't go with that is purely for the wireless aspect. I want to be able to bring this in and out of the patio, which this does give us, obviously. Not too much else to this. Obviously, like I said, it is a little overpriced, but for that Sonos ecosystem and the ease of use, I think it really does come in handy. And even now, going into 2022, I think this is a good addition to anyone's home system, especially if you're invested in the Sonos ecosystem already. No reason to get, say, a HomePod or a Google Nest Audio or any of that, just because of how seamless it integrates, and you can carry this one around with you wherever you go. Caveat again, having said that, the way I led into this video is this is about 2 years old now. Sonos could be coming out with a new update at this point at any time, especially in 2022. I personally haven't heard any rumors about it, but that doesn't mean it's not going to happen. I think just because of how overdue it is, they came out with a new color combination for this. You can get a white option as well now, instead of the original, just the blackish and gray color. But aside from that, I think it's due for an upgrade with internals. The battery life perhaps can get a little better. This is only rated at 10 hours, but that's where we're at right now. So keep that in mind into 2022. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace.